Here we are in a beautiful San Clemente, California morning. Very cool. Looking at a 1938 Ford Club Cabriolet Resto-Rod. Very nicely done. All steel. A lot of time and money spent on this one. The gentleman that had it built, or that built it, owned a stereo shop originally, and did it to promote his audio systems, that type of thing. But very nice stereo system, or promote his shop. All steel. Finished in a, I would call it kind of a guards red, or maybe a GM torch red. I know we have some sunlight on it. We took a lot of shade photos. You can see the reflections, how beautiful it is. Nice vintage speed stuff underneath the hood. Working cowl vent. Has some really cool options on it too. The top body's virtually not modified. Factory style trim, that kind of thing. The top's been chopped 2.5 to 3 inches, I believe. It still folds and has a tonneau cover in the trunk. We're not going to put the top down. Door handles as Billet Specialties wheels, 19s in the rear, 17s up front. Slight little modification up front, really didn't change the sheet metal of the car. It has Mercedes-Benz modern style headlights in it, which gives it kind of a neat look. Finish on this car is beautiful fit and finish. It was recently ceramic coated, and it's just got a really nice finish to it. Underneath the hood here is Flathead V8. Very nicely built quad Stromberg 97s, a lot of billet, aluminum. Has a C4 Flat-O-Matic automatic transmission in it. Ford 9-inch rear differential. 4-wheel disc brakes with emergency brake. Nice and safe. Fully engineered chassis and independent front suspension on it.
Ford Flathead engine builders.
Kind of get a feel there. The running boards themselves are all steel, but obviously they're molded and fitted to the car, unlike the factories would have been. It has a 3M clear coat finish on it to keep you from scuffing it, getting in and out, scuffing the paint. Stay fast style canvas top. Power windows on it. Has QA1 air ride shocks on it with an onboard compressor. We videoed the car and photographed the car exactly how he drives it. It's got a nice look and feel where it's at. We'll get in there in the console and I'll share that with you. It's kind of where he keeps it pressure wise, but if you'd like to, you can put it down in the weeds. We didn't put it in the weeds because we think it looks good just where it's at. Nice wool carpet, finished off leather interior here. Has a backup camera, has air conditioning. Tip this back. Backup camera in the back. Here's the console. This is a Glide Engineering seat with a flip down armrest. There's the power windows there. Looks like he's keeping about 60 pounds of air pressure in the gauge. You can see the knobs to roll it up and down. Has heated seats, air conditioning. Seat belts. Does have a back seat, Club Cabriolet. We get back there. There's not a lot of room back there, but you can move the seat forward and get kids or things back there. Let me get the seat back here. Sorry about that. Very nice. Door handles. You'll see they use the stainless hardware throughout the door jambs here. Has the connectors here, so the power window motors work. Doors shut nice. Typically on these cars you'll see some flex in the quarter panel when you shut the door and stuff. I didn't notice that there, so they obviously did some reinforcement on it. Again, it's all steel. Nice looking stance right where it's set. Out back here, the bumper's been tucked up to the back. The irons have been shortened. Has 39 style tail lights on it. They did red fender welting here, so you really don't see it. Black would have been fine too, but it gives it a nice feel. Doesn't detract from it. Has a third brake light here that's molded in the back. Billet hinges in the trunk. We'll get in the trunk. Has a fuel door that's mounted right here. So minor mods to it. Nice hot rod mods. I guess I'd call it a hot rod resto mod or Resto-Rod. There's nice window welting and chrome trim around the windows. Weather strip here. Again, this top is folding. We're not going to put it down. There's a tonneau cover in the trunk. Nicely finished off underneath. You can see the audio, the tweets, the speakers there. Autometer tack on the column, polished billet tilt column. Finish flows all the way through the dash. Basically 6,700 miles on it since it was built. Classic instrument gauges in it, so full instrumentation with the autometer tack down on the column there. Air conditioning, has emergency brake. Hood releases up there right by the e-brake. This is the e-brake. Fire this thing up here for you. In here. Fires right up. Go over the gauges here with you and let you hear it run. Got about 3/4 of a tank in it. Oil pressure's 55, 60 pounds. We drove it a couple blocks here. It really hasn't had a chance to warm up yet, so you'll see some condensation out of the pipe. See, it's got the LED indicators to tell you whether you're in drive or not. Down there on the shift column. It does have a backup camera on it. Again, see the stainless hardware, Allen hardware there. Alright, make sure you hang on to the end of the video. Alright, we'll get you underneath the hood. Very nice, like we talked about during the walk around. Nicely done, built Flathead V8. Quad Stromberg 97 carbs that have been chrome plated. Fit and finish here is just beautiful. You see all the stainless hardware on it, polished stainless. C4 automatic, flat-o-matic transmission. Up front here is all billet. We'll move around to this side. There's all billet pulleys and stuff. It has a Cornhusker water pump riser on it, which is kind of cool. It makes it cool better and moves a lot more water through. I love the flow of these hoses off the aluminum radiator. They're all shrink fit connections. Nice, nice, nice. These Flathead big boy cylinder heads have extra water flow. You need it with the other. AC compressor, GM 1-wire high amp alternator. There's the electric power steering down here. You can see the tubular control arms. Ford 9-inch rear differential, I think I mentioned that during the walk around. And of course we're going to get it up on the lift here for you. Has a temp gauge on this cylinder head. Plenty of water flowing through there. 6,700 miles on this engine and this build, so you know it can be driven. I'll fire it up here for you. Starts right up. It's got a mini high torque starter, so it jumps right in there. Electric cooling fans right here. Automatic. Okay, hang on to the end of the video. All right, we'll get you in the trunk here. Finished off like the interior of the car. Wool carpet, jute padding underneath or padding underneath. The battery is a gel battery underneath here, yellow top. This is the tonneau cover for the back. Has nice billet hinges, stop hinges. There you go. We're going to turn it around so you can see the other side. Photograph the other side. Great sounding flatty. All right, as promised, we'd get this nice 38 up on the lift. Actually do this video before I do the walk around so I give you a good feel of the car. Very nicely built, fully engineered chassis, SAC chassis out of Southern California. I don't know if they're still doing business or not, but a nice full engineered chassis. Stainless steel fuel tank, all steel fenders like we talked about. Has QA1 air shocks in the back and front, so air ride. Parallel leaf springs. GM style disc brakes with an emergency brake on it. Trans coolers run way to the back here so it stays nice and cool away from heat. Nice structure on the chassis, tubular structure. Smitty style mufflers, looks like the exhaust is all ceramic coated here. Little baby bumps on the pipes here is not unusual. Sits pretty low. Brake bias right here. Has a dual reservoir, looks like a Corvette style master cylinder, brake booster, power brakes, so 4-wheel disc power brakes. Has a fuel pressure regulator there, you need that for the Strombergs. C4 Flat-O-Matic 4-speed or a 3-speed automatic transmission. There's a dropout cross member here if you needed to get it out. Stock style pedal assembly. Fully independent front suspension, tubular control arms. Again, QA1 shocks, GM style calipers. It's all steel, nicely done up in here. Somebody spent a lot of time and money building this car. It has electric power steering, you can see that right there. Stabilizer bar, manual rack and pinion. Nice speed stuff on here. These are cast ceramic coated tri-wise style headers. Car's all steel. Give you a good feel there. We'll get around to the outside here and cover some stuff for you here. Back here is a backup camera so you can see where you're going backwards. A little jump point for the 12-volt battery. That's also where he connects his battery tender. Tough to get over there, but I'll take you around the other side. Drop down license plate here in the rear. When you start it up, it comes down. Back tires. These tires are a little dated. These are 2012s on the rear. They're 245 45 ZR19s in the rear. The running boards have a 3M style protection coating on them. Right here. Front tires are and these would definitely need to be replaced. 205/50 ZR17s up front. They're dated 2010, and there is some dry cracking on them. There you go. All right, they're taking it back to his garage. Could be going to your garage. Make sure you go to Spud's garage. Have a great day.